What's up, guys? I'm Ben 2000 Joe, your friendly neighborhood Yu-Gi-Oh! Superhero, and today, guys, I've got something special for you. We're playing Ninjas! Yeah, I'm a dork. I'm aware. Alright, so guys, today's deck profile is going to be a ninja deck profile. Admittedly, it is not the most competitive thing in the world, but it was fun to play. So, here's how we're going to do this, guys. I'm going to play the replays for you. There will be a time code if you want to skip that and go straight to the deck profile, but after the replays, I have the deck profile up. So, without further ado, let's get into those replays. And there you have it, guys! That is my Goofy Ninja deck. So, admittedly, I had to do some research to build this deck because I have not played ninjas in a long time. And the last time that I played ninjas, it was Dragon Ruler format. And realistically, I was just using Hanzo so I could steal an opponent's monster and go into a Dragon Ruler. Which admittedly was not the greatest play, but it was fun nonetheless. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. So this is my Goofy Ninja deck. I am playing Instant Fusion, so I can go into Thousand Eyes Restrict. The reason why I'm doing this is because I'm playing triple back to the front lines, or excuse me, back to the front. So the idea here was, like, you know, I could get rid of an opposing monster, use Thousand Eyes for a link play, or let it die, and then bring it back in the following turn, and then, you know, stun my opponent that way. We're also attacking an Eater of Millions, because, let's face it, being able to get rid of an opponent's, you know, opposing monster is just useful. We got the ninjas. Yellow Ninja is kind of cool. It's the Goblinberg of the archetype. I don't particularly like the effect that says I can only summon ninjas when I do this, but that's all right. We find a way. We find a way. Ultimately, I really had to, like I said, I had to do some research. This is not the deck I started with. I started off with a completely different deck, and it was awful. If you can believe this or not, it actually started off as a Dinosaur Ninja deck, and I was getting so frustrated because the two archetypes just kept colliding in the wrong way. So I was like, ugh! So I took out the dinosaurs, went full ninja. It's like, okay, today is going to be a fun video day. So that's what you got here. The Dark Zamorg is like, I didn't record it because it was kind of a boring game, but I made an Altergeist player quit because I summoned this. I summoned Dark Zamorg and he couldn't set anything, so I was like, you guys don't want to see that, so I didn't record that. But I just thought I got a giggle out of it. He was like, nope, can't play, bye. But that's going to happen. We also playing the one Twilight Ninja here. Basically, this is just like a Sangan type monster. It's, you know, battle searching. Not all that useful, but, you know, there are occasions where you would just have to set a ninja and pass, which they suck, but it does happen. We're not playing Terraforming to search out the field spell because Hanzo searches out the field spell, so we don't really see a point. I didn't really see a point in having a, you know, having Terraforming in here if I wasn't sure I always needed it. And it turns out, for the most part, I was right. Funny tech is Lady Ninja EA. Basically, now that we have the yellow ninja here, we have a viable win target to discard for her. So I was like, okay, I'll play her. And then, of course, we got the Upstart Golden Ninja, which is another way to, basically a Crane for the ninja archetype. You ditch a trap, you summon a ninja back. Hanzo, we abuse the crap out of in this deck. And I really started to get the hang of it later when I realized, oh wait, Saizo once per turn can get me a Spell or Trap card. That's a ninja Spell or Trap. Every turn. I was like, oh my gosh, I was so mad at myself because it was like the last 3 games where I started figuring that out. And I was like, are you telling me I could have won? There's a shit ton of games where I was trying to figure out how to play this deck where I lost horribly because I didn't play the resource game, which that's what Saizo is for. He's playing the resource game. So, basically, these are our ninjutsu traps. I'm going to put them all together real quick. We're playing the Rust Mist. This idea came from Asian Eyes, which I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Basically, it just makes everything your opponent's going to play while that's special summoned. While you control a ninja, they're halved, which I'm like, oh, well, that's really powerful, especially if you end up with, like, the White Dragon Ninja soft lock, where you've got him out with Safe Zone, and then you got this, oh, game over. Unless they kaiju you, then you're screwed. Another thing this deck is very susceptible to is Ash Blossom, so that's why we're playing Called by the Grave. I keep telling people, if you're not going to play hand traps, you need to play Called by the Grave, because that doesn't mean your opponent will respect you for not playing hand traps. So if you're not going to play hand traps, you need to be able to counter your opponent's hand traps. So that's where Called by the Grave comes into play. Excuse me. Then we got a few staples, Reinforcing the Army, Geki, one Twin Twister,
we played with a few ratios of cards here and there, but ultimately this really seems to work. Just if you do decide to play this deck, remember that Saizo will get you one every turn that it's your turn. You'll get another trap card. Don't forget that, because that is what will bite you in the ass. Another thing about this that's really interesting is if these cards end up dead, you play Magic Planter and you draw a card. So basically, essentially, he makes Magic Planter a +1. In fact, if you wanted to, you could even rework some of the ratios and, you know, play triple of this if you want to do that. But I'll leave that up to you guys to decide how you want to do it. If you enjoyed this little ninja deck and my goofy intro, you know, you're going to be seeing a lot of content like that this upcoming week, because I have some personal stuff I have to take care of in my home. So for the next 2 videos from me you guys are going to see, they are going to be pre-recorded videos. So if you know, if something changes drastically within the next week, I'm sorry, but you're going to get 2 pre-recorded videos. I have some stuff I have to take care of in the real world, so you're going to get 2 more deck profiles, and then I will change it up with a different video when I come back from what I'm doing. So that's just a quickie little announcement for you guys, if you're new here. Anyway, if you enjoyed this kind of video, you enjoyed my content, make sure you hit that like button. Let me know you're enjoying the goofiness that is the Ben 10,000 of YGO channel. If you're new here, subscribe and for more of the goofiness. And if you have a deck that you would like to see me tinker around with in the future, leave it in the comments below. I'm Ben 10,000 YGO, your friendly neighborhood Yu-Gi-Oh! Superhero, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.